What it do? What it do? Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Let me go ahead and not waste any time and bring myself up in this thing. What's going on, everybody? Man, hope everybody's having a happy Monday, beginning of the week, beginning of the month. And I want to welcome everyone to Points Blank Travel as well as Investing with Rod. I am broadcasting on both channels tonight. I see we got three real homies in the crib, man. As you can see from the thumbnail, I'm going to show you, tell you, and all that good stuff of how I, and you can too, work the system with only three cards. You know, your boy been running around. I think I got up to 32 credit cards, and then I had all kind of eight cards in the wallet. I still roll like that. And in case y'all don't believe me, you know, my wallet's right here in my pocket, and some are in and some out. I got eight right here, some stuffed on the sides. It's good because I guess I'm walking around with a weight in my front pocket. But in all actuality, this here is for the people that don't want to do all that. And so many people say, hey, I need this card to and this card and that card to maximize all the opportunities that are out there. And let me say right now, man, with the price of everything, I was talking to one of my homies this weekend, and they said that, hey, prices are never. I said, the price is gonna go back down. They're like, no, Rod, the prices never go down. They may drop them a little bit just to make people feel a little better, but in actuality, they've increased. So what I've decided to do, your points and miles are cool because in points and miles, I can still convert some of those points or miles to cash. And yes, I still need to travel. Hence, Points Blank Travel. Yes, I brought the Investing with Rod channel into this live stream because we are going to show you how we'll take the cash back and we'll have the option to travel and we'll have the option to actually get some cash back and invest. What's my favorite word? You know what it is. Options, baby. You got to diversify. You don't put yourself in a box. Don't get stuck in the mud because you only got one direction to go. You know, my mom told me when I was a little boy, you're going to have things put in front of you. Right now, it's the prices in the quote unquote recession. You could stop in your tracks, Rod, and look kind of crazy. You could turn around and run like a chump, or you can go over it, you can go under it if you can, or you can go around it. And son, I suggest that you go around it. Hey, welcome to a Points Blank Travel on this channel. We talk about credit. We talk about credit cards. We talk about points, miles, cash back, personal finance, and how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. Also, welcome to Investing with Rod. On that channel, we talk about stocks, crypto, ETFs, or exchange traded funds, personal finance, but more importantly, we show you how to invest on a budget. You only have $5, $10, $20 to invest every 2 weeks, 1 week, every month on paydays only. You're in the right place because your boy Rod, the host that does the most, is going to show you how to do it. Now we got all that out of the way. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future content, live streams, videos, shorts, whatever I decide to do. Take a picture of a squirrel, you never know. Hit that like button because this is the type of information what I'm about to put out. Some people charge money. I do it from the heart, baby. I don't do it for the clout. I do it from the heart. With all that being said, you know what time it is. Let's roll, baby. Let's get paid, baby. Let's get down to business. All right, we're going to start this off good because, and y'all, I don't script none of my lives, none of my videos. They all come from the dome in case you ain't, understand the vocabulary. They come from the head, from the brain. I just think about something and say, hey, I want to talk about it. So as I was thinking about this live, I say, you know what? What about the people that want to watch the channel, but don't watch the channel because they don't want a credit card? They want to travel. They want to earn some points. They want to earn some miles, but they don't travel. And they want to travel, but they don't want no credit card. They like, no, Rod, we don't need no credit card. All we need is some money to get where we're traveling to. Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't work with glasses being half empty. I look at the glasses being half full. Yeah, prices are up. The price of gas. You go to a restaurant where used to cost me $12.95. It's now between $16 and $18.95 at a sit-down restaurant. Somebody I know went to KFC the other day and got a 3-piece of combo. I think it was at $14. Man, when did that happen? I don't even know. You go to gas, I don't even look at what gas is a gallon. Why? I'm gonna get depressed. I might get hit on the way leaving the pump because the gas $3, $4, $5 a gallon. I'm gonna be all shook up, discombobulated or something like that. So what I want to do is maximize my opportunities. I want to earn cash back. I ain't worried about no points right now. I still earn points, but they're not my priority. I still have my Chase cards where I'm earning points for hotels, for flights. I can transfer these points over to Southwest, United, Marriott, Hyatt, but I'm not worried about that. That's not the priority. I'm not saying don't continue to collect those and put them in your arsenal. What I am saying is give yourself, what's my favorite word? Options. First card that I'm talking about out of the three. And I want y'all to see this over here. It says, let me see if I can get it. It says debit card. Can y'all see that? Right, I got to turn it this way, that way. But right above the MasterCard is a debit card. That is my PayPal debit card. I control it. There is, the credit limit is whatever I put in there. Now, I've had this card for a while, and one day through whatever kind of research I'm doing, I can't figure it out. My mind won't sit still. I learned that card, you can earn 5% cash back. And what I'm going to do right now, and let's see something here. Let me see something here real quick. All right, y'all bear with me here. All right, I think I'm trying to make sure I get what I'm looking for here. All right, there it is, PayPal debit card. Earn 5% cash back. I think some kind of way it was an ad or something that popped up and I hit it. And that's the same card. As you can see, debit right here. You'll get 5% you'll pick a category. You can only pick one. Fuel, groceries, and more. Fuel, groceries, and more. Now, keep in mind, it said fuel. It didn't say gas station. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm only going to try fuel. I may try something small at a gas station and see if I get to 5%, because it's 5% or nothing. It's not 5% at these places and 1% everywhere else. It doesn't work like that. Your boy found out the hard way because I tried it. I take the hits for y'all, man. I do the stuff that's going to cost me, and then I make sure y'all don't do it so you can save your money. Anyway, right now, I have mine set for groceries. Now, the and more is actually restaurants and transit or rideshare, Uber, Lyft, or public transit. There is no public transit where I live, but if I was a New Yorker or someone maybe in Chicago or LA or wherever else they got transit, public transportation and all that, Dallas, then I would actually probably look at that depending on if I took it twice a day going to and from work. And you also, restaurants, I'm not really eating out a lot, but some people don't like to cook. I used to be that person probably a couple of years ago, before inflation and depression and recession and all that good stuff. But I have mine set for groceries. And man, I'm going to tell y'all, this card is so dope. What's cool, what I like about this card, first of all, y'all, I'm going to tell you how I do it. This is really how I do it. I get what I'm going to get. I don't get no whole big shopping cart and have steaks and chicken and hot dogs and all that stuff. I have typically want a hand basket or a small bag. If I get a small one, shopping cart, whatever y'all call it, then I have some water. But if not, I can carry the hand basket. And when I get to the self-checkout, I ring up my stuff, put my little Kroger number in there. It'll tell me how much, and then I'll go to my phone and go to my PayPal app and transfer probably $1. I round up to the next dollar. So if it's 16, 15, I round up to 17 bucks. I go ahead, pay for my 16, 15, grab my 2, 3 little bag, well, probably one bag, and then I go out the store. By the time I get to my car, I've already received my awards right then and there. I don't have to wait for no statement cycle, no billing cycle. I actually get them right then and there. Now, it is only up to $1,000 spent. I am by myself. I won't spend $1,000 a month in the grocery store. And then if I do, I have another card right now earning 5% in grocery stores, and that's my Discover card. I'm talking about these three cards. I don't have to have a Discover, but if your boy run out of gas on the PayPal debit, then I'll switch over to that Discover It, and I'm still rolling, man. Still rocking and rolling, baby. What it is, let's roll, baby. Anyway, looking at this here. So we got this debit card out the way, man. And every month, once you pick a category, you can't change it for that entire month. You have to wait till the following first of the month. Right now, I think the first month I did the gas station thing, and then I switched over to groceries. I've been there ever since. So we got one main category. You have three main categories. You have gas, restaurants, and gas, restaurants, and groceries. Next card I have in the wallet. Now we got our grocery card. Is my Citi Custom Cash card. 5% cash back on any category. Let me take this down. Here. We don't need to have it up there. 5% cash back on any category that I get that I use the most. And it's like 10, 12 different categories. You have gas, groceries, online shopping. And you get to pick two categories, but you can only spend $2,000 or $2,500 on a quarter. So I have my 5% categories set to, I don't have it set to anything because you don't have it set. I am using this at gas stations. Gas stations, ladies and gentlemen, gas stations. All right, so I got one more big category for Rod to hit, and that's restaurants with a third card in my wallet. And one of the big categories I like to look at, a lot of people don't think about, there's a lot others, but the credit card issuers always look at gas, groceries, and restaurants. It's one more, unless you live in an apartment, and even sometimes then, you're going to have to pay for utilities. Your gas, your electric, your water, and those, beside what I pay for the actual house, probably my biggest bills, especially during the summer and the winter. Now I got the spring and the fall, I can get away with it. So I also have a 5% card for utilities, and this same card, I get two categories, and I have it for restaurants as well. And that is my US Bank Cash Plus card. Actually, I have it for fast food because I'm not really sitting down at restaurants. This card here, I have it set 5% cash back on utilities. I pay a $300 gas bill, $15 cash back. I pay on top of that, let's say I pay a $200 electric bill, $10 on top of that. Then I pay a $100 water bill, $5 on that, $20, $15. That's $40. And what I'm going to do with that $40 once they close is I'm going to my Robinhood account and I'm going to buy either some crypto or some stock. These are bills I had anyway. Why not take, and actually with the PayPal card, let's go back, and I want to tell you, and before I go any further, the debit card, obviously there's no annual fee on a debit card, but there's no annual fee on a Citi Custom Cash and no annual fee on the US Bank Cash Plus. All of these cards will cost you absolutely nothing to have in your arsenal. Another bonus. So we got 3 no annual fee cards. So what are the purpose of these cards? Now, some people just get cash back and they really don't have an idea of what they're going to do with it. They let it sit there and accumulate. That's fine. My American Express does that as well as my Chase. But those are points and miles. If I have cash, it's moving. It's not going to sit at Discover. It's not going to sit, at US Bank. It's not going to sit at Citi. It's not going to sit at, I'll let it sit at PayPal, and I'm going to tell you the reason. We're going to start with PayPal. With the money, the cash back I get on this card, I'm going to transfer on probably when I get up to $10 or maybe $5. $5, I'll transfer it to my PayPal savings account where I'm earning 4% interest. It's considered a high yield savings account. And then I'll save $10 worth of cash back and I'll redeem it and I'll transfer it to my bank account and then I'll transfer it over to Webull Pay and buy strictly crypto. Or I can do it on PayPal, but PayPal charges a little more than Webull. Now, what am I doing with those two things? Those are actually my emergency fund situations. The Webull Pay with crypto is an emergency fund, and the actual PayPal savings is an emergency fund. You got to have an emergency fund, so that's taken care of. Now, with the Citi Custom Cash, remember I said I slowed down on points and miles, but I'm going to tell you what I did. Instead of worrying about earning points and miles, I'm taking the cash back from this card, and I have a crypto account as well as I don't have a savings account, a crypto account and a stock account that is for travel. I'm averaging about 18 to 20% right now. It went down a little bit. And so I'm taking my 5% cash back, investing, getting probably 18 to 20% on that money. Then I'm going to redeem that cash and purchase a ticket. I'm not going to use points and miles, but what am I purchasing? I want y'all to pay attention now. I tell people when you come to my lives, you may want to bring a pencil and or a notebook, but I'm going to tell, do I like chocolate chicken? What up, Turtle Trees, man? I like chocolate everything, bro. Being that I'm chocolate, I'm going to pull that up, man. Hey, we're gonna leave Turtle Trees up there, man. That name alone cracking me up. Do you like chocolate chicken? I ain't gonna leave that up, man. But hey, I'm gonna leave you in here though, because the longer you stay here, the more I get paid. But anyway, back to the regular schedule program. Anyway, so looking at that, man, I'm taking the stocks and the crypto, and I'm gonna use the profits to travel. I'm going to use the profits I make to travel, just like point. Profits instead of points. Now, my utilities, this US Bank Plus, I probably get more cash back on this card than any other card. I'm using that card to put back, I'm putting it in two stock accounts with two different types of investments. One's more dividends, one more growth, because I'm trying to get my money back for that car that I bought. Remember, I don't know if y'all been following me, but I purchased a vehicle from investments. So I'm trying to build my investments back up because I mean, it's cool. I didn't come out of pocket per se, but I still want it back to the level. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I'm working a three credit card setup. And just to show you, let me see something here. I'm gonna do something real quick. Y'all bear with me here. And if y'all want to talk about anything, if you have any questions about credit cards, points, miles, credit, cash back, man, let me know. There we go. Just let me know, and we will go ahead and go over that. We'll go over whatever y'all want. I can't walk and chew bubble gum, so I'm trying to do something here. Y'all bear with me. Then I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to do something. It's going to be an added bonus. Only reason I didn't do it is show too many numbers. I would have did this step and showed y'all as well. And all right, we're there. So, all right, I think we're there. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is go to one of my cashback accounts. And we got 8 real homies. So, what up, Caesar? And we got RY, we got Information Man, Mojo. We got a big, gigantic crowd in here. 8 real homies in the crib. Let me know you're in the house. So we got Yolanda W. All right, so I'm going to show y'all something. So we've taken the cashback cards, the US Bank Cash Plus, where I'm using it for utilities and restaurants. We've taken the city custom gas card where I'm using at gas stations, and we've taken the PayPal debit card where I'm getting 5% grocery stores. I got the big, what I call the big four. Yes, I put 3 in the title because they being the issuers look at restaurants, gas, and groceries as the big 3. But I think utilities is right up there. So anyway, 10 real homies. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. And I'm going to show y'all what I mean when I say work in the system. All right, so I'm going to go here, share the screen here. We're going to see a little movement. We're going to see a little movement. We're going to see a little movement. All right, it looked like I wanted to look. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually scroll over here. And I'm going to pick some, but I just want y'all to just hold your horses now. All right, I think I'm going to try this. I don't know. I know why, but I don't know what's going to pop up. And what I just picked was waste management. Now, we'll go back and we'll look at it. And I'm going to show y'all waste management is 242. I'm not about to do a full investment video. I'm just going to show you what I do with my cash. All right, but what I do want to show people, I'm not going to get rid of this within 3 months. I can tell you that now. Year to date, waste management, y'all thought I was kidding. From January to June 2nd, I'm up 19 right here, 0.61% from the 5% that I earned from paying a bill or getting groceries or getting gas that I had to do anyway. I got 5% there. I took that 5%. I'm going to shoot it over to waste management where you can see year to date, it's up 19 point. Here, let me make this big for the people in the back in case y'all can't see it. Y'all bear with me here. Now, let me go. Y'all see it right there, 19.61, up $39 year to date. All right, so let me try to make this small. I'm going to have to hit that little thing. There we go. No, it's still didn't do it. I don't know why I do that because I had a damnedest time getting it back, but we know how to do it. We're going to go back to waste management. Reason I picked waste management because it's Monday. It's trash day in where I live. And another man's trash is my treasure. So while they out there picking up trash, let me just look at a couple other things. What has it done in the last year? Up 17.22%. I'll take it. I said between 18 and 20. I'm down a little bit. In the last 5 years, 126%. I done doubled my money. Let me just hold this cash back for 5 years. I ain't expect to have the money anyway. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here. Now, I always tell people, you need to know the symbols. They don't say nothing about no waste management. It's a WM. And they all ain't that easy. Like Burger King may be BK. KFC is not going to be KFC. So you got to know the symbols when you get to this part. But if you forget, just scroll back over here. You're at waste management. So I'm going to go to buy order, buy in dollars. I'm not going to put an amount. As y'all can see, I have $5.25. On Investing with Rob, we teach you how to take this $5 and make it work for you. Now, I know how I am, and if Lisa J. Stocks in here, I know she's about to just faint. I know how I am. I like to have a whole bunch of stuff, just in case. Now, I've been selling a lot of stuff lately and moving in positions or stocks or ETFs that I know I want to keep. But what I'm going to do right here is go ahead. I'm going to spend me $1, man. Y'all, you can really do it. And I'm going to get 0.00412 of a share. I don't care. I don't care. I got $1. I got $5 worth. Now, I could do this in 3 investments, 5 investments, 2 investments, 1 investment. But we know right now it's going to at least be 2 because I'm going to put 1 in this waste management. Review the order. The market is closed. So right now, it's going to tell me trade on a 24-hour market, which I don't want to do because I'd have to buy a full share. The beauty of Robinhood is we can buy a fractional share or a piece of the pie. So I'm going to come down here and queue fractional order. And then it's going to sum it all up for me. I'm going to click buy. It's going to say done. We're going to click that. And then we're going to scroll down here. I got 40 just from doing that, y'all. I ain't put 45. This is how much I have, $45.67. And I guarantee you, I have put no more than $3 in here at a time. 3 to 5, maybe 5 a couple, but $45. And I'm gonna show y'all something. All of them ain't got 45, but 45 from a bit. What can you buy for $1 today? You can't even get no area tires for $1. I think last time I tried was $1.50, $1.75 or something. What? Somebody put in the comments, what can you get for $1? Well, I take it back. You could almost get one of them box of M&M peanuts right now that's on sale at Kroger, 10 for $10. But you got to pay the tax, I think. So I don't know, man. But you can't get much for $1. So I'm gonna buy me some waste management. And then now, what can I get for $45? Let your boy venture over to TJ Maxx. Let your boy venture over to Ross or Marshalls. I might be able to get me a whole outfit for $45. Maybe not even shoes, but I know I can get me a top and some sweats or something. I done made 10. Y'all, look at this here. Right here. I want y'all to see. I'm going to highlight it. Then I'm going to unhighlight it because it's going to be blue right there. And then I'm going to unhighlight it. I'm up $10.88, $31.27. So for the 5% from the cards that I put in there, I only put $35 in there because I'm up $10, which gives you 45. I'm not going to get too deep in there, but before I get out of here, I am going to do one more thing. We're going to scroll to the top. Now, I could spell it out, and I'm about to jump in these comments, answer these questions, get ready to get out of here. I could spell this out, but I don't like spelling it out. I like to know the symbol, but if you don't know the symbol, spell it out. So I think I want me a little bit. Nah. Yeah, I do. I want me a little Bitcoin, man. Look at this here. The average person going to see this and say, oh, how many people remember that song? Do it for the vine. I ain't going to do it. They look at that 106,000. Right, what am I going to do with $1 in that? What am I going to do with $1 on something that costs 106,000? That's the question that I asked myself when it was 16,000. What am I going to do by putting $5 in here for something that costs 16? What if I was saving for a $16,000 car and I'm putting $5 worth of savings at a time? Man, I'll be, if it's any left, I'll be collecting Social Security by the time I get the car. And I'm only 20. I mean, you know, that's real talk. But you can't trip off that, man. We're going to go down here. And I already got, look at that, from just $1, $2, $3, and $5. I got me $171 up in there. I'm up $28, 19%. I wasn't lying. It's right here, y'all. I'm turning this 5%, man. I am the head chef subliminally at IHOP because I'm flipping this money like pancakes, baby. When you go to your next IHOP, look for me in the back. I'm going to be back there flipping the pancakes. All right, just look for me, man. Might be in a different form, but just look for me. Anyway, moving right along, I'm going to go ahead and buy me a little Bitcoin. I feel a little froggy this time. So I'm going to get $1. No, I'm just going to do $1, man, because I might see 3 more things I want to buy after this live. All right, so now this here will mentally mess you up, but don't y'all do it. Don't let it mess you up like it did Rod. I'm going to get 0.0000934 of a Bitcoin, man. I don't even know. I went to school, but I don't know what place that is. You know, you got the tenths, the hundreds, the thousands. I don't know what place that's in, but who cares? Review the order, submit, buy, done. I got me $1 more, baby. Now, how much I got total? 0.001. Now they say, oh no, the day as the experts say you only need 0.1 of a Bitcoin by 2035, and you can have 50 or 100 million. It was something like that. And I'm close. I'm close, man. Y'all got to see. I got to scoop material. All right, we're gonna get up out of this, man. I'm gonna jump in the questions. So, and then I'm gonna pull these cards back up. But that's it, man. So I just showed y'all how you could take $2 worth of cash back and put it on Robinhood. I bought crypto right now because the market never closes, and I bought stock that's queued up to buy at 8:30 tomorrow morning Central Time, 9:30 Eastern, 7:30 Mountain. What is it, Mountain? 2 hours back, so 6:30 and then 6:30 Pacific. All right, and I mean, look at this, man. Now, one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to our little feather. That will take you to, there it is. I finally got it. All right, so I want to show y'all something. Just for my little game that I play with myself. Play a little game. It's called how much stuff, how much, I won't recommend this to nobody, but how much stuff can I own from 3 itty bitty cards? Look at this. Everything you see that I'm scrolling up and down is ownership. We're going to call it RO, Rod's ownership. Look at this. Look at all that green. I don't care about the red. Everything green mean I made money. Everything red mean I lost money. The red is outweighing the green. Look at that. So I'm going for a few blocks, then I got a stoplight. Going for a few more blocks, got a stoplight. Stoplight. Look at that. Look. And I'm telling you, man, you make a game out of it and you do something wild and woolly, like go buy a car, or you thought you'd never get a Louis Vuitton like I did. I thought I'd never have a Louis Vuitton wallet that was real. I knew I could get me a knockoff. Or I never thought I'd have a Rolex, but I didn't go in there and just buy one. I didn't have it like that. I had to strategize. I had to think, how can I do it? I paid off a car, kept that car 12 months. This really happened. It's a true story. I went to a place that sold Rolexes, got 0%, told that dude to crunch that down in 13 months, not 12. And how much would I had to pay? And I want to say the watch was about $5,000-6,000. So it was about $500 a month, but really it was only $100 because I was used to paying the $400 for the car. You feel me, man? I don't know how my brain worked like this. It just do, but anybody can do it. But let's just start small. How can I take a free debit card? I'm not even talking about a credit card. How can I take a free debit card? And Rod don't put no more than 20. I think the most I transferred at the cashier was $35. I'm not, this card right now, I'm gonna show y'all anything. I want to say this card if it got $5 on it, I'd be shocked. I don't keep a lot of money on it. Look at it. Well, y'all can't see it. It's the way the light. It's $3.71 in there. Anyway, let me jump in here. We got 11 real homies in here, but I'm telling y'all, man, I'm telling y'all right now, there's opportunities out there for everyone. Man, forget the recession. Forget the only depression I'm worried about is the one that happened in 1929. And the only reason I even think about that is because my great-grandfather somehow, during the Depression, accumulated 160 acres, gave each of his 4 kids 40 acres, and he accumulated $400,000 where he could give each of his children $100,000 apiece, and that was accumulated in 1929. And you can't tell me Rod can't do it in 2025 when that man did it when you wasn't supposed to do it, regardless of your skin color. The Great Depression wasn't only for blacks or Hispanics or Asians or Caucasians. Everybody was affected. But we ain't gonna worry about all that. We're gonna find a way. And I didn't say, Rod, I'm gonna probably be the one fine, and I'm not gonna teach, I'm gonna facilitate. Somebody else might say, hey, Rod, take a look at this. Rod, take a look at that. I'm gonna look at it because I don't know all the stocks out there. I don't know everything. Every night I spend a minimum of 1 hour watching stock videos, ETF videos, crypto videos, and none of them are mine. It's other creators. And I'm learning. If I see some on there that I already know, click to the next one. I want some I don't know. And I say that because we have opportunities that our ancestors, people before us, didn't have. We have opportunities now that I didn't have 20 years ago. There was no internet. There was no little phone I could set up there. I was just telling Wild Loves Motivator the other day. I said, you know what? Everybody talk about, oh, I left my phone. No, what we really need to say, we left our computer in the car. We left our computer. Now, this is a computer. I do more computing on this than I do talking. I do more computing on this than I do on my laptop. My laptop really is when I don't feel like getting my phone low or I'm shooting a YouTube video or going live. Like now, man, opportunities are everywhere. It's just like an Easter egg hunt. And we It's like a, I ain't going to say that because that ain't politically correct. It's like an Easter egg hunt, and we let the look, this is politically correct. We let all the little kids hide the eggs, and they already know where they are. And they just, when we say 1, 2, 3, go, they just go where they put the eggs. Right now, that's how it is. And it's a better time right now. I'm going to say this, and I want people to pay attention and listen to what I'm saying. Right now is the best time to take advantage of the opportunities. Why? Because half the people sleeping, they're not physically sleeping. They don't have a pillow, comforter, a blanket, and sheets. They're not sleeping like that. They're sleeping about, woe is me. What am I going to do? They say a depression is coming. They say a recession is coming. They say the price is going to keep going up. Who is they? They is the news, because the news want you, me, and all of us to keep on watching it so they can keep on getting the advertisers, keep on getting the paper, and everybody else in the frantic. And we ain't tripping because we over here making 20% because everybody and their cousin only investing in Amazon, Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. They only investing in Google. They only investing in Uber. That's why I'm investing with Rod. The other day I did Monster. I'm pulling up stuff. Then I did Spotify. I'm pulling up stocks that everybody ain't talking about. Cause what everybody talking about and tripping on is what's falling. And what Rod is researching and sharing it with the people on investing with Rod are the stocks that are going up. My glass has been a swallow from empty. And I looked at it as 99 swallows to being full. I wasn't worried about a swallow empty. Let me jump in these comments, see what's going on, man. Real, I mean, it's an Easter egg hunt right now, and the eggs wide open. Man, don't cloud your brain with negativity and what can't happen and what can happen. What up, Mojo in the house? Say, hey, sir, what it do? If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. It could be about anything. We could talk about stocks. We could talk about crypto. We could talk about credit cards, credit scores. How do you get your score? Why isn't your score going up? Points. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk. I'm not talking no politics, and I'm not talking religion and a couple other things, but we can talk about anything money related. All right, we got my main man. We've worked together before on several projects on YouTube, and that is the one and only Information Man Show is in the building. Then you got some cat named Investor with Rods and Points Place Travel said, let's roll, baby. RY said, hi, just entering the chat. What it do, RY? Thank you for being here. We got finance content creator. We got Lisa J. Stocks in the Easy. And for those of you who don't understand, that is the house. Speaking of the house, there's a button down there that got a thumb. And that means you like it. But in my live streams, I'll say ring my doorbell because you're in my crib. Hey, I know the food's smelling good. The information's popping off. Everybody in here hollering, hi, hey, what up, and all that good stuff. But still ring my doorbell before you come in my crib. That's all I ask. And if you're not subscribed, hit that black subscribe button. All right, we got my main man from Puerto Rico. We got mi hermano, Cesar Joel, another content creator. He talks about points and miles, and he will do it in Espanol, but he is bilingual, maybe trilingual, maybe quattrolingual, if that's a word. I don't know, but I know he will break it down in English. I've been over there several times, so it's why I love to motivate, and that dude there is the best, man. All right, where we at here? Happy to see you live, man. Me too, dog. I've been taking a little hiatus here and there to and fro, but not now. I'm back in full effect. Most hated bronze, flat power god. What it do? And I ain't reading that no more. We got Yolanda W says, good evening, Rod and chat. What's going on? What's up, Sassy? Sassy say, hey, Investing with Rod, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here. You could have been anywhere else. You could have been Netflixing, or is that a word? Did they say that? Hey, what y'all doing tonight? We're gonna be I don't know what they be saying, binge, Netflix, or whatever. I'm gonna say Netflixing. I don't be Netflixing. I be Tubi. It's free. But anyway, and it's good, man. Anybody say it ain't good, y'all ain't watched the right movies. All right. And RY Speaking Information Man Show. We got a person that's been rocking with me since I first started. We got YouTube Experiment in the house. Says hello all. I don't even know what Turtle Tree he's talking about. He got another comment. I can't. Excuse me, man. Good evening, all. Why loves to motivate? I can't figure out, man. Why you ain't got no little rich? Meet and I, part of the alliance in the house, man. I got to thank Meet and I don't want to get into it while I got to thank him. Matter of fact, I meant to talk to Why loves to motivate about this, but I called with very little time prior to the live. But I was excited about something, and Anwar, and I was texting back and forth with Anwar from Meet and I said, man, I was so excited. He said, don't get excited up. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I said, hey, man, you're right. Say less. Thank you for bringing me back down to earth. And he said, that's what we do. Hashtag Alliance for Life. And I want to thank you, Anwar. That meant a lot. Look at this here. Why Loves to Motivate says she bought $1 of Maine today. It's catching on. We're going to call this something like McDonald's or something. What they be calling them, value meals or something. This is going to be value investing. We're going to dollar our way to the top. I guarantee you when my great-grandfather started, he wasn't putting no hundreds up in there. He wasn't in there throwing hundreds, about a dozens up in the cookie jar. I bet he was throwing quarters, pennies, nickels, whatever he could get. Man, I know my grandma had cookie jars all over the house. Didn't have no cookies in them, though. They had pennies, quarters, nickels. She got it from her father. I don't know. You should invest in KFC. Hey, Turtle Tree, man, you cracking me up. He said you should invest in. You love you some chicken for real, man. Hey, you making my day, though. Why love speaking to me, then YouTube Experiment said they have free air here. Where you at, man? They ain't got no free air. Well, I ain't gonna say they don't have any. You can go to I'll tell y'all the difference. You go to Kroger and you pay $1.75 and it'll beep. You put how much your pressure you want and it'll beep when you get there. You go to QT where it's free. It ain't no gauge, ain't no nothing. It's a gauge where they got the G because you got to guess how much pressure you got in your tire. So I don't really like that. But they have some. Dollar Store has 2 snack side chips for $1. I don't know. Yes, they kitty side, but yeah, man, I ain't got time for that. Hey, man, I have. You ever get them little kitty Oreo bags, man? Right when you get to grub and it's done, you be your hand be in the bag, you be all up in the cracks of the bag. Like I know it want more of them little cookies up in here. Turn the bag over, you don't get nothing but a bunch of crumbs on your desk. I used to do this at work, man. But as y'all see, when you come over here, I ain't no telling what I might talk about, man. All right, hey, yo, that's me that I speaking to Why Loves to Motivate You London. That just says fractional shares work for me. In case you don't know, a fractional share is when you invest $1 in Maine. Maine is currently $60 or $58, $56 per share. So if you're only investing $1, you're getting a fraction or a piece of a full share. Keep that in mind. Do you YouTube Experiment? Do you use Robinhood Gold or the free Robinhood account? Let me see, man. I think I'm Gold. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I like this. I ain't from Missouri, but I'm close. Grew up in Arkansas, so. And anybody want to know? I don't know why though, but I do know why. But right here, yeah, I'm Gold. But it don't have nothing to do with your expertise of investing. It got everything to do with your $5 a month that they take for having that. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep that though, man. I really don't. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that Gold. Hey, what's up, Pipeline? You 30 minutes late. Ain't no such thing, man. Hey, 30 minutes late, you on time. You here and I'm here, so you on time, man. RY says, peace, everyone. Peace. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And Why Loves to Motivate says 46 subscribers from 1,000 on Investing with Rod. You got this. Y'all make sure you subscribe. Let's get Rod to 1,000. I couldn't agree even more. Man, took the words right out of my mouth. Why Loves to Motivate. 46 sub, y'all. And when I get this close, I try not to look. Then I find myself checking about 80 times in a 24-hour period. So, and Pipeline says he's BTC or Bitcoin only here. So if Pipeline, let me know, do you have any cashback cards or credit cards where you earn cash back and you take that cash back and you invest in the Bitcoin? You're going to see acronyms here and I'm going to break them down for you. just like the 46 subs from 1,000 subscribers. BTC is a symbol for Bitcoin. Yolanda says Robinhood, the free version. Meeting. Now I had this for a long time. I got sucked into this gold. It was something they had. I think it was if every time I invested into my IRA, I got a 3% bump if I had gold. And it made sense then, but I got to look and see if it really makes sense now. And Why Loves and Motivates says, make sure you hit that like button, that thumbs up. Oh, RY, back at it. All right. I have a question about the American Express card. Okay. How would you best recommend using the card in terms of travel or cash back? Oh, great question. Let me break that down, man. Again, like I said, we don't script these. I didn't know what RY was going to ask. When it comes to American Express, I would recommend that for travel. Reason and travel don't mean you have to get on a plane or train or bus or a submarine or anything like that, or a cruise ship. Travel could be in the form of a staycation. You could be, especially if you live in a metropolitan city, you could be in, like, what I mean by that, like these cities like that have a bunch of little cities around it, like a LA or a Dallas or a Phoenix or New York, stuff like that, where you can leave your area and go stay somewhere else. Like every time I do a staycation in Dallas, I feel like I'm out of town somewhere. But reason I say American Express for travel, if you have certain cards, you're going to get elite status with their hotels. American Express is a transfer partner with IHG, several, and some I won't name, forgive me, Marriott, Hilton, I think Choice Hotels, maybe a few more. They're also partnered with Delta Airlines. Now, for me, I live in Dallas, which is an American hub city. I don't live in a Delta hub, so I had to fly all over the country. But if I've probably taken, first class, I don't know how many flights with American Express points. Now, when it comes to cash back with American Express, gets a little tricky. Most cards, just like all three cards I talked about tonight, especially the PayPal card, you're going to get this in the form of points. 1 point equals 1 cent. All three of these cards that I talked about tonight, US Cash Plus, Citi Custom Cash, PayPal Debit, all 1 cent equal 1 point. Or they're just going to give you a dollar amount. With American Express, you're only going to get 0.06 cents per point, a little over a half a cent per point. You would be cheating yourself. There is a way to do it, and I'm going to tell you how. But if you don't get up to the level, if you only have, say, the green card that earns points, or the gold card that earns points, or the everyday preferred or the everyday card that earns points, you're stuck with 0.6 cent per point if you redeem it for cash. Now, if you have the American Express Platinum, but not the vanilla or the regular platinum, you have to have the American Express Platinum by Charles Schwab. It'll say Charles Schwab on it. Look just like the regular platinum that's up in the right. It'll say Charles Schwab. Open up a checking account for like $25. I can't remember which one. All you have to do is have that in there, and maybe 25. And now, because you first want to have a Charles Schwab account, you had to have an account to get a Charles Schwab American Express. You can't get the American Express Charles Schwab and not have an account. Open up a checking account. I didn't open up a stock account initially with them. I opened up a little cheap. I think I have $50 in there. Now I think it's like 40. So you don't have to have a lot. And now when you redeem your cash, you'll get 1.1 cents per point. It used to be 1.25. A couple of years ago, they changed it from 1.25 to 1.1. But it's better than 0.06 cent or 0.6 of a point. You want a full cent minimum. So hopefully that answers your questions. Why? And I'm telling you, I'm gonna give me a magnifying glass. I keep saying that Netflix and chill that's it. Netflix and chill. No, I'm gonna be Netflixing. That take too long, man. From where I'm from the country, Netflix and chill. That just take Netflix. But no, that dude, I don't know. Don't y'all do what I do, because that might come out wrong. You ask somebody you just met, hey, you want to go Netflixing? Oh, no. Yeah, I like that Netflix and chill. Meeting us always. We here. Why loves motivate got the heart. Thank you so much. We got other members of the lines. We got Keep It Up with the Griffins. Man, I saw a video. Boy, that had me cracking up. Where Drew, the baby of the Griffins, was talking to Joe, the father of the Griffins. And I think the title was like, my son telling me a never-ending story, man. It was just on and on and on. Y'all got to check that out. Hey there, Rob. Been in the background listening. Just got back from the kids' practice. Hope all is well. Peace to the chat. Much love, y'all. They're also channel members as well. I think I got it straight. If anybody I was a channel member of your channel, I got a bunch of emails the other day said it was activated, reactivated, whatever. So y'all should see that. But hey, thank y'all, man. Looking to see, can't wait to see what the kids do this year. That's Kylie and Christy, which are not Christy. I always say Christy. Kylie and J3. Kylie is the daughter, J3 is the son. They're twins. Christy is the wife. Man, I don't know why I be want to call. I think because they look so much alike. And hey there, Yolanda W. All right, we ain't at the end. Great information as always. Thank you. And welcome. And I think, man, we got about a few more minutes. I'm trying to keep these right at an hour, man. But I tell you what, man, right now is the time. The last call for comments. And I will tell you this. I am working on something in conjunction with another content creator. I'm not going to say when, who, but we're looking at the month of July. We're going to be coming out with something that's going to be pretty interesting, pretty good. It will depend on what we're talking about. It'll probably be on the Points Blank Experience along with this individual's channel. We'll be multicasting, but y'all definitely want, because we may be talking about travel. We may be talking about investing. We may be talking about points and miles. We may be talking about cooking chicken, beer can chicken, or whatever they call it. We don't know what we're going to be talking about, but y'all stay tuned for that. As far as points and miles and credit cards, I can tell you right now, in my opinion, I don't have anyone that I know personally that work in the industry. Probably do, but I can't think right off the top of my head. I personally probably would not be that individual unless I had a surefire credit score that would be applying for a bunch of cards, because I think just in my time from doing this here, typically when there is some type of financial scare in the economy, your banks, your financial institutions, they will tighten the reins. They will, where a 680 may normally get approved for American Express, when they tighten the reins, it may take a 703 or 705. So I wouldn't be out, this is just me, I wouldn't be out willy-nilly applying for a bunch of different credit cards that you don't need, because what you may find, typically you would get approved, but because everything that's going on, 1 minute there's tariffs, 1 minute there's not. I mean, or a few, whatever they got going. I don't even keep up with it, but I probably, if I did apply for something right now, it would have to be something I'm going to get a great benefit from, or it's an emergency and I have no other way to go. Other than that, I probably wouldn't be applying for any credit cards right now. To be honest, unless it's an emergency or you feel that you need it, I wouldn't even ask for a credit limit increase. Because what happens when you ask for a credit limit increase? A lot of the issuers would do a hard pull on your credit. Not all of them. Some of them may do an internal pull, like American Express. They just may look at your history with them. But if they look at your credit and you don't get nothing out of it, it's just like you pulling your credit again. It's a hard pull. So the stuff that you would normally do that you really don't have to do right now, I would recommend against it. RY says, I have another question. What is the best way to use a Capital One Saver MasterCard? Now, there are different flavors or different versions of the Saver card. You do have the Saver One. You do have just the regular Saver. So it really depends on which one you have. But I would tell you personally, and I want to make sure they haven't changed anything. I know you get 4% cash back on entertainment, 4% cash back, I want to say, on dining. And let me see something here. We're gonna do some. I like to break it down. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. And great question. All right. Thank you for those great questions that you're asking. And let me see here. Bear with me. All right. Here it is. Here's the saver. Let me take this down so we can see everything. And let me go over here. So right here, let me see if I can make this a little bigger. All right. So you'll get unlimited 3% cash back on food and fun, plus a $200 cash bonus. So the best way to use this is when you're dining out or going to entertainment. I got a strange feeling entertainment is going to be a broad category, but I also see a 5% back. So we're going to look at that too, RY. Now, after you spend $500 within 3 months of account opening, they're going to give you $200 back. Man, you can't beat that with a stick, seriously, or a switch, old school switch in the South. Spend $500. Keep in mind, account opening is not the day you receive the card, it's the day you're approved for the card. That's when the clock starts. $500, that could be, I don't know, man, gas for the month. That could be gas and cell phone. That could be eating out for the month. But you got 3 months to do it. That's $75 a month, roughly, maybe 180 or something like that. No annual fee. This card is free. Low intro APR. You get 0% for 12 months. I know you didn't ask all this, but I'm just going to go over it while I'm here. So I'm not a fan of intro APR, but if you need it and something come up, you got 0% for 12 months. But it's going to be the first 12 months. It ain't going to be, you can have a card for 2 years and it asks for 12 months. It doesn't work like that. No annual fee, $200 after spending $5. Now, you will earn 5% unlimited cash back on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. I've never used Capital One Travel. I'm pretty sure it's probably powered by like an Expedia or something like that. It's going to look like Expedia or hotels.com if you're looking at hotels. And then once you book it with your Saver card, you're going to get 5%. So if you book a $200 room, you're going to get $10 back, 5%, $10 back. And you'll earn 3% cash back at grocery stores, dining, entertainment, and streaming. Man, this card here is a powerhouse. This is one card I never had in my arsenal, and I wanted it because I just like to burn orange. I'm an orange guy. I like orange, and I like burnt orange. But it almost seemed like it had this much. I know it had the dining and the entertainment, but I don't remember all this. And then I did a video. I tried to product change from my Quicksilver or my Platinum over to the Saver. And they being Capital One, their reason for telling me hell to the no was you don't use the card enough. I'm like, what? Yeah. Then I got mad. Don't get mad at your money. Don't get mad at the card that doesn't cost anything. The card I was trying to exchange didn't cost anything. I was like, no, I don't use it because y'all don't offer nothing. The Platinum, I get nothing. I don't get cash back. I don't get points. I don't get miles. All I get is a receipt when I go to the store. Yeah, I don't use it. If you give me this other card, I bet I use it. Sorry, you have to use the other one for. Man, I was so mad. But anyway, so you get 3% cash back, grocery, dining, entertainment, popular streaming service. Popular is going to be all. Now, it ain't going to be one that just came out like Robland or whatever. It's a new stream, and you ain't gonna find that. And then 1% on everything else. So RY, right here is your moneymaker. You can have this one card. You're not going to be doing like I'm doing and getting 5, but to hit 3% on all these categories, and then 1% everywhere else, and then 5% if you travel. No annual fee. This is in my opinion. I have the Venture. I didn't get the Venture X. I personally like this card better than any of the cards that Capital One have. It's just my opinion. Oh, right. Let me undo that. And this is the same card I have. I didn't use it until last week for car repairs, and I received 1% cash back. Yes, because it didn't fall under those categories. However, go use it. I ain't done nothing good. Don't make no special trip now, but go use it at a restaurant, fast food, or sit down. Go get you a burger. Get you one of them. I don't even know if they got 99-cent burgers no more. Get you a $1.29 burger, whatever they got, and see if it shows up as 5%. But that is a good card. I mean, you're getting all types of categories at 3%. So hopefully that answers your question. But at least you know now if it's not in that category, you got car repairs, you got 1%. One of my pet peeves for me, for Rod, not for nobody else, is I absolutely hate to get 1%. I hate it. And I do have cards where I can get two, like it just happened to be, I ain't used this card. I don't even think it's still, no, this card expired in 2023. No wonder it's in here. I still have my City Double Cash card, earn 2% cash back on every purchase. But what I don't like is you get 1% when you purchase and 1% when you pay. Now, if I'm paying in full, that's cool. I'm getting 2%, but I ain't got time to be playing no lollipop games like I'm in the fourth grade. I mean, give me my 2%. I'm gonna pay it. And then, but my go-to card to ensure that I don't have 1% withdrawals, but y'all getting about 5, 6, 7 live streams in one live stream, and less right at an hour, 3 minutes. My Freedom Unlimited card is from Chase. I get 1.5% cash back on all purchases. I get 3% at groceries, not grocery, drugstores, 3% dining. Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah. So, but that card is really in my wallet as the catch-all card when I don't have a bonus category. Now, if I don't have that one, I'll take the 1% because it's better than using a debit card and getting no percent unless you have a PayPal debit. But well, ladies and gentlemen, still got 9 real homies in here. If you have a question, now's the time to ask. We gonna be rocking and rolling. I'll probably be recording. It won't be a live stream tomorrow. I'll be recording. I do have an interview coming up on the 12th of June on the Points Blank Experience and I'll probably put it on Points Blank Travel as well because they are cruisers, husband and wife duo. Stay tuned for the promos for that. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Points Blank Travel or at Investing with Rod, just like the channels, all pushed together, all no spaces. I typically put everything there before it comes out or before I go live. Therefore, no one's depending on the, what do you call it? No one's depending on the notifications because I found out yesterday I was getting notifications for Why Loves Motivate because she told me, she said, I just dropped a couple shorts. Check them out. I said, well, I didn't get a notification. I said, I know I'm subscribed. I didn't get a notification on my phone, but then I turned my laptop on, and as soon as it came on, the notifications were on my laptop, not on my phone, and it was the same channel. It was the Investing with Rod channel. So I try to make sure my viewers don't have to go through all that. So I put it, you'll definitely find it on Instagram. The only time is if I'm doing a chop it up with Rod or chop it up with PPT, last minute, I'm just chilling with the people answering questions. I may not promote that one, but everything else will be. Also, I have private groups on a private group and a page on Facebook for Points Blank Travel and Investing with Rod, actually. So, man, y'all check them out. But anyway, man, I'm telling y'all right now, opportunities out there. All of them ain't gonna pop up in your face. But if you have a dream, if you have something you've always wanted to do, I always wanted to be able to talk, public speak. I didn't imagine it like this, but I wanted to be in auditoriums, and I didn't want to be in no stadium. I didn't want that many people. I didn't want to be in no basketball arena. I just kind of wanted to be in auditoriums. I wanted to be somewhere speaking about something that I was passionate about. I didn't know what at the time. I just knew it was something. I was passionate about a lot of stuff. I had hobbies and stuff. And here I am today. I'm public speaking from this room or a different room. I've done stuff outside, but I'm still reaching more than one person at a time. And I was like, wow, I actually didn't think I'd ever do this. I knew I wanted to. And here I am doing exactly what I wanted. So if you have a goal, if you have a dream, don't let anyone tell you can't do it. Don't even let you tell you that you can't do it. People trip out when I tell them I was in the Navy 20 years and 26 days. I get a check for the rest of my life. I retired, one rank from as high as you can go. And to this day, I cannot swim. I could swim probably from here to the door, which is right there, maybe 3 strokes, and I'm there and to the door, and that's it. And if I can't stand up, I ain't even getting in. And I don't think you have choices when you fall overboard on the ship. Well, I'm gonna land where I can stand up. But I didn't have a choice. I had ran out of options at the time when I joined the Navy. I could not swim. But had I listened, not too many people in the Navy knew I couldn't swim, but there was one individual that was very close to me. He was a father figure. Now, my father was still there, but he was a father figure. And that was my father's older brother, who was obviously my uncle, who I looked up to probably more than my father. Once I told him I had signed up for the Navy, my favorite guy told me, oh, you ain't gonna make it. Number one, you're too cool for the military. Now, keep in mind, he was in the Army and my other uncle was in the Navy. And the other uncle that was in the Navy just laughing, repeating everything he said. And you can't swim. I said, yeah, I got to agree with both of them. I am kind of cool, huh? You're right, I can't swim, but I bet you I'm going to make it. And every time I went back to Arkansas, both of them had the same question. What rank are you now? Oh, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8. What rank did y'all two get out as? I wouldn't call them anything. Well, I was an E3, and then my uncle that told me I wasn't going to make it. Well, I was an E4. Well, I done double that up. I'm an E8. Remember you told me I wasn't going to make it? I say that to say, don't listen. When people tell you you can't, let that fuel the fire that you can. Let that be your 91 octane or your premium gasoline or your regular gasoline. I love when people tell me I can't. Anyway, y'all, with that being said, Meet and I, y'all going to hit y'all goals soon. What's y'all goal, Meet and I? Put it in the chat, man, so we can say something. We got J.R. Hill says, hello, Ron, how you doing tonight? I am doing well, man. Thank you for asking. And J.R. Hill said, hello, everyone in the chat. Meet and I showing love to Uncle Hill. Yolanda W says, have a good night. And what goal are we talking about? That's the last thing I'm waiting on, and we're going to ready to get out of here. And I just want to know, what is, matter of fact, I'm going to be like one of them game shows, I think. Let me get over here and look for something. I don't even know if it's over here. Let me do something here. Oh, I think we got a comment. Jar Hill said, I'll catch the replay. All right. Well, I had to get with Media and I and see what that goal is, man. I'm curious. But thanks for showing up.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stain from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and
soon with more heat more knowledge, more fire, but more importantly, showing you how to travel around the world for little or no money out of your pocket, or showing you how to invest on a budget. You don't have $5, $10, or $20. Your boy Rod got you. With all that being said, much love, peace, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We will be seeing you soon. Make sure those notifications are set. Make sure they're set, y'all. We will holler at y'all, man. Peace.
Rearrange, I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test, expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second, this life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing, new focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession, you got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption, just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon, 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me, look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy, bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me, muddy hands break through the chains, go free me, people like sheep move feet, hurt it easy, you don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming, better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me, when they drag the chains you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race, life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far, it's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me, muddy hands break through the chains, go free me, people like sheep move feet, hurt it easy, you don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming, better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me, when they drag the chains you can say no, free me.
Peace. Much love, y'all. Have a good one.